Hello and welcome to Amherst Information Booth. Today we've got a delivery from Thermos. Not paid, this is my review. I'm quite a fan of Thermos products. So we've got the Thermos Guardian mug. Now I need a new mug because I've got my King mugs and I like them, they keep hot for really long. But I just wanted one that doesn't keep us hot for a little long so I can drink it straight away, possibly. Now I think this will be probably just as good as my King mug. So I haven't tested it out, still got the seal on it. Just to show you around. So you've got your opening there for your drink, when you want to drink it, and obviously whether you're left or right handed, you can obviously adjust to where you tighten it up to where it needs to be for whether you're right or left handed. So inside you can see I've not used it, so let's get out the there we go, get a bit of the care guide so we know all about those. So there you go, unused, and I'm blind to how good this is going to be or how bad it might be, but I think it should be pretty good. So as you can see, it works like the King mug or the tumbler. When you want to drink, it opens the seal below, and I'll bring that in. Right, so when you want to clean it as well, just rotate it and that comes out. It's just as that easy to clean, and I haven't tried this out yet, the seal comes out as well, so you can wash that. And I'm going to test it as well. Yeah, you can take this one out. So this was all blind new to me. I know that came off, but I didn't know whether the seals come off, and they do. So that's quite good for cleaning and replacement. So what we're going to do, we're going to go flip over. We're going to go fill this up because I've just boiled the kettle, so I might just have to click it down. And let's put a drink in it, and I'm going to test it. See how long. It says 5 hours it's going to keep hot for, so I'm going to give it 4 hours, 4.5 hours, because I think respectfully that's a good amount of time. So what we'll do, we'll go over. Right, so I'm not going to glorify this too much, let's just get it done. So tea bag in, and for my sins I'm going to have sugar, because I like sugar with my cup of tea. Let's just put the kettle on for a bit longer, just make sure it's really hot. Now they often say, Thermos does, with a lot of its products, preheat, so put a hot drink or hot water in there to begin with and then empty it out and then put it in. But who realistically does that? I don't. I sometimes do with my food flask, so I'm just going to make the drink and make it in there. So that's a kettle boiled. Right, so and this makes a really big drink with 510 ml, or 18 ounces if you're in the US, or if you run on ounces. So let's get a bit more. I think you can squeeze a bit more in there without compromising it. So just so you can see, there we go. I'll get the milk out ready. And it's always got to be blue top for me, so we'll let it brew, because you don't just do it straight away or else you don't get a nice strong cup of tea. So right, now that's brewed, so for this I'd say possibly use a longer spoon, because it's quite deep if you want to make sure you're stirring well at the bottom if you've got a drink to mix at the base there. So I'm going to add my milk. And the longer the drinks are often in there, the darker, like for example a tea will get. So if you want it a little bit more milkier, you can do, but that's personal preference. So let's get rid of that sticker because it's from where we're drinking. Now it doesn't say, but I'm going to have it open. So there we go, you can get it really nice and tight and then close it once I've got my drink in. So let's go back to the other room. Right, now back in this room, let's put the timer on. So it's had a couple of seconds from this. So you can see looks like I had a couple of seconds on it anyway. Right, now, main thing is it's quite tall. So let's see if it'll fit in most of the dishwashers. So in inches it is smidging over 8 inches. So tiny little bit. And in centimetres it is 20.5 centimetres. So 21 centimetres is the height. So, and if you haven't got the lid on for if it is going in a dishwasher, because it says it's dishwasher safe, without the lid on it, it is 18.5 centimetres, or inches without the lid on is 7.25. So if that helps you out, and the width is 8.2 centimetres or 3.25 inches. So if that helps you, I know it's a bit boring, but for some of those people fitting in the dishwasher, it'll help. So 5-year guarantee, dishwasher safe and BPA free. So that's that. We're going to come back in about 4.5 hours and we'll see if it's hot. Main thing we want to see though, and for me, I'm a bit frightened to do this, but, and I haven't done it yet, does it leak? And if I drop it, what's it do? And look, it's okay. That's what I wanted it for. Wasn't too fussed about how long it keeps hot for, because I've got my King mug for that. So this won't be replacing my King mug. It'll go with it. So, and it gives me a bit more of a drink, only a tiny bit more. So let's see how hot it is in 4.5 hours. Back, and it is. See in there, cover up my face. If you can get it. 3 hours. Well, 3 hours and 3 minutes. I'm getting nervous now, so I've had to come back and thinking, right, let's see what temperature it's going to be. Will it be like my King cup and burn me a little bit? I don't know, because it's still boiling hot. Let's test it. So, as you can see, I'm going to open it. Let's see. Can't see any steam. I can't feel any heat coming from that gap. So, and as you can see, if I don't pour it everywhere, I'll just do it like this quickly. You can see you've got a little bit where it pours out of. So let's put the camera back. So as you can see, I try and keep things as real as they can be. I'll luckily I've been doing some washing, so I've got a cloth there. Right, let's see how hot it is. That's not boiling hot, but that's very hot. That's still very, very warm. Yeah, I wouldn't want a mouthful of that because it'd be too much, it'd burn my mouth. So that's 3 hours and that's still beautifully hot. I'm very happy with that. So I could end the video here now, but I'm not. Any normal people would open and close this all day long while they're drinking it. So I've opened it once, and yeah, I burnt my tongue a little bit. because I had a big mouthful, so that was too much. I should have just sipped from it. So we're going to pause the video. Right, back again. If I can show you from there, we are now at 4 hours and 2 minutes. So let's test it again. Still nice and hot. You won't want to have a too big a mouthful again, but that's really nice. I've been gagging for a cup of tea, but I've not wanted to have one because I know I've got this. So now we're going to test it. So we're going to seal it back up and let's test it for 5 hours. Right, it's 5 hours. So just so you can see, there you go. Top corner there, 5 hours and what is it? 5 minutes. So let's see what it's like. So close it again, sorry. Right, so we've opened it a couple of times on 3 hours and 4 hours. So let's see what it's like now on the 5 hours, because obviously I've broken that seal twice to keep the temperature in. So let's see how it is for temperature, and I'm thirsty. And you can tell that's starting to cool down a little bit, but that is just right temperature. I can still get a good mouthful, and that's nice and hot, nice and warm. Not hot, I'd call that hot. So just right, and that's even better than I was expecting, because I half expected it to be probably 3 or 4 hours. It might start to cool down, so that's better than expectations. So I'd half say this Thermos Guardian works just as well as a king mug. So it's up to you on preference whether you want the different style. This holds a little bit more, so if you've got a big coffee, big tea or hot chocolate, or you've got a cold drink in here, but hot drinks and like cold milks or milkshakes, and you want to keep them cool for a good long time, and I know these keep cool for 7 or 8 hours easily. So recommend this, really good. I'm really happy. It costs a little bit more because it's new out than the king mug. So you're looking probably another £5 to £6, but depending on whether you're UK or US, and depending on when you're watching this video. So I'd say always look at the prices. A lot of places in the UK will often do them on offers. I missed out on the offer for getting this for £17, but I got it straight. To be honest, I got it straight from Thermos because I got free delivery, and I got the colour that I wanted, because there's a lighter colour, but I wanted a darker one. So works really well. And if you've got the smaller one that's like this design but without the handle, so you can get it without the handle, the tumbler. It's going to be exactly the same as this. So I'm going to put on my video it's for the tumbler or the mug video for the review, because it will do both. And there's a smaller cup which you might say is for a smaller, let's say coffee, or for a child, or a small for someone with not as big an appetite. They might want the smaller one, and they'll be exactly the same as this. But they'll be a bit smaller. They might keep hotter for a little bit longer. But really pleased with this. Really happy. I'm going to be using this all the time in my lorry. You'll probably see, and I'll probably do a couple of Instagram posts with how it's looking in a few weeks, months time, because I still use my king mug 4 years on, and it's still going strong. I might get to the point eventually where I change the seals, but this is good, and this is what I'm talking about. So the Thermos Guardian mug or tumbler, brilliant. Very happy. Big smile. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you wish to. I try and do a bit of reviews of everyday items that you might get it, or that I might buy. So if there's anything else out there that you're interested in for me to look at, I might do it if it's not too expensive. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you and goodbye. Right, just to pop in with something someone else asked me previously with the other cups. What's it like to drink from without the lid on? So that's fine. Pours lovely. brilliant for drinking from without the lid on. So whether you want the lid on, off, up to you. Obviously it'll cool down a lot quicker that way, so you can probably have a bigger drink a lot sooner if you wish to do. That's up to you. But love that to bits, really happy with it.